Garbage. I took out the garbage. When someone takes out the garbage, you're supposed to thank them. Well, I mean, if Becky Lynch was truly taking out the garbage, she would have took Monday Night Raw out and she'd have put it straight in the bin. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. It's time for another WWE Raw review. Tonight felt like a slightly longer Raw. I mean, normally it ends at 2:45. Tonight, I think it ended probably around, 2:48, 2:49. There's not much in it there, but I wish it ended at 1:45.
Ah, it wasn't that good, man. Well,
Be honest.
but you know what? Let's call a spade a spade. Main event, they actually gave you a world title match with some shenanigans. So.
Yes, now that's a positive. I will say that, right? They did give us a world title match. It did have interference. You know, you did have the overbooking style that I think can make things interesting. So, definitely will say I give them credit there. Problem is, Jesus the champion. We don't give a shit about him.
He feels like the afterthought.
Yeah.
No, you've literally got, how many guys? You've got 6 guys out there in the main event, including Heyman. And Jey Uso feels sick. That is the truth. Like, Sami Zayn coming out and Punk coming out feels bigger than Jey Uso in the match. And I
Garbage.
hate Sami Zayn.
Took out the garbage. Anyway, let's get into this garbage, right? Jey Uso, Paul Heyman, opening segment. Uso comes down since day one. Uso up
Do
and
it
down
again,
since.
Cole. Do it again.
So, McAfee's up on the table, jumping around. Dun, 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 dun. Yeet. Just garbage, man. As Becky Lynch would say, garbage. I took out the garbage. Anyway,
how many times that been said in the first 2 minutes here?
not enough. This show is garbage, right? I'm gonna keep saying the word garbage until not his fault. Triple H puts on a good show. Anyway, what happened to McMahon was garbage. I'd put Janelle Grant in the fucking garbage. That's what I would do. Anyway, right.
I tell you what, all this is, right, this segment is Paul Heyman having to hold the hand of Jey Uso for 15 minutes.
Yeah, but listen, see when Jey Uso first came out and he was getting these pops, right? I will accept. See the first time he did the should we do it again thing? I think that's actually good for him. I'll say here credit there. You know, you got the crowd reacted big time. You got them going mental. Why not milk it? Why not get your theme song on again? But I think it's quickly becoming here. We're going to do this a second time every time just to hide the flaws and to hide the limited and lacky ability and lack of mic skills that Jey Uso has. It's not here, let's do this whole entrance song again because I'm super over. It's let's do this whole entrance song again because it takes away time that I need to actually speak.
I'm pretty sure they're all after Mania. They did it 4 times. He did it twice. Then we got one with Sammy and Jimmy.
See when Austin came out and he was like going over to the corners and he was climbing them and he was putting the hands up, or when The Rock was going up to the corners and he's putting the one arm up. See if they'd have did that. See if they'd have just restarted it and did it again. People would have been like, what the hell? I actually want to hear. What's Austin got to say? What's The Rock got to say? But nobody really cares what Jey Uso's got to say. All they want to do is yeet along to his theme song.
His theme's shite.
Yeah, but it's all he's got.
No, it's all he's got. I've got nothing left. But Paul Heyman, right, in an attempt to make this interesting, just talks about why he betrayed Roman Reigns and CM Punk. And it doesn't make any sense because he's on about betrayal here, right? Jey Uso, honestly, it feels like he betrayed Roman Reigns about 3-4 times.
Yeah, and he's picking a bone with Paul Heyman. It's like, hold on.
You betrayed my family, Us.
Roman Reigns treated Paul Heyman like shit, treated the Usos like shit, treated Sami Zayn like shit. And like you said, Jey Uso broke out. I get when Jey Uso does it, it's not betraying Roman Reigns, it's breaking away from Roman Reigns. But when Paul Heyman does it, it's betraying Roman Reigns. And I mean, I can almost see it to an extent, but it's like let's say if you were in an abusive relationship and you did what Paul Heyman did, people wouldn't say, oh, you betrayed them. People would say, that's about time you woke up and walked away.
Yep.
But with Paul Heyman, it's a betrayal. Even though when he actually explained himself in this promo, like it's like there is no bad guy. See Paul Heyman, really, if he's a heel, see if he's the antagonist, he should have been coming out and saying, "Ah, you're damn right, I betrayed him." I mean, he got all the credit, but it was me that did the 4-year title reign. Everyone Everyone loved Roman Reigns. Everyone said he was a top star, but without me, he would have had none of it. No, Paul Heyman could have done all that stuff and try and put the heat on himself, but he came over sympathetic because he was basically saying what played out actually happened. It's like, yeah, Roman Reigns lost the title and he just left me behind. He left me in the hands of Solo Sikoa. I almost had my career ended by the new bloodline, and Roman Reigns wasn't there to be seen. Roman Reigns didn't care.
The big dog was licking his big ones.
I helped Roman Reigns at Survivor Series find CM Punk to beat the new bloodline. And then he talked about how Roman Reigns got jealous and accused him of betrayal and accused him of stabbing him in the back just because all he tried to do was help an old friend. Main event mania. Like, see that promo that Paul Heyman cut? How do you listen to that and go, no, you know what, Paul Heyman's the bad guy and Roman Reigns is in the right?
No. Yeah.
So what Paul Heyman should have done was, like I says, take all the credit for Roman Reigns' title reign and just say how much like hatred he has for Roman Reigns and like jealousy and envy that he has. But of course, we don't get that now. This is a reality era where you don't really get heels and faces. You just get people. You know, all they do is tell the truth about things that have actually happened, and that's supposed to be great storytelling.
Yeah.
We know what happened. You don't need to.
You don't need to dumb down for us.
No, but Paul Heyman's job shouldn't be to just explain the offence of what's happened over the course of the bloodline. He should be cutting a heel promo here.
He should be, but maybe what they're going for is that this is what he genuinely. I mean, because maybe they're just trying to book him as he's not a heel though. He's a tweener.
Maybe. Anyway, what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, I thought the Heyman stuff was all right. Like you said, it justified himself. I mean, I guess he could have made it way more heelish, but they kind of don't want to turn Roman Reigns completely face. He's kind of tweener land. But you're right. It's like everyone. It feels like everybody in the main event scene is like a tweener to a degree.
Aye.
Like, I mean, obviously Cena's heel, Orton's a face, but if you look at like this Raw side of things, like holy shit. Like, everybody in that main event of Mania is kind of got tweener tendencies, but Heyman carries Uso. Uso speaks for, 20 seconds combined and essentially agrees to a world title match tonight. So, Big Nose gives us a title match tonight, and you know what? This should be a regular occurrence. They said the last time was 7 months ago, and you said it was probably Gunther against Jay, which sums it up.
It would either was Gunther versus Jay or Gunther versus Sami Zayn.
Crap, right? Paul Heyman walks backstage like the walrus that he is, boy. Runs into Seth and Braun Breaker. He's like, tonight, it's going to happen. You're going to win it. He made Gunther tap, but you're going to make him tap tonight. Seth frickin' Rollins, new World Heavyweight Champion. Right, first match, Penta versus JD Madonna. I just don't care for JD Madonna or Penta, so have you got anything to say? Penta wins, folks. Who cares?
Absolutely not.
It's like, see with JD Madonna, right? See that injury he picked up a few months ago, which rolled him out for a couple of months? That's the most memorable thing that's happened in his WWE career. Like, that's it, like, isn't it though? The collapsed lung, the broken ribs.
Yep.
I mean, I remember that, honestly. You could have released him. I mean, again, you could have released a lot of people, but I just don't care for JD Madonna. And see Penta, man. Oh, but Penta, look at the feuds he got in his first week. Aye, how many feuds do you think Penta's getting these days? Nada.
Yep.
Just a throwaway match. Go ahead and give her a fucking ad then. Yep. I mean, I know Penta's pissed like, but
yeah. LA Knight, as he would say. No, I was actually looking at something, if you don't mind. But aye.
The last title match.
Aye, actually, if you
what have you got for us? Absolutely hee haw.
Sami Zayn referee's decision. I remember that.
So
7th
Sami
of
Zayn
October.
for?
Not remember. I do remember that. He just got him they got him in the sleep and the referee stopped the match.
7th of October, folks. You know what I mean? Like what? How long ago that is? That's like what the show after Bad Blood. That is fucking donkeys ago. Right, anyway, we then seen backstage, we've got Grayson Waller talking to Pierce. Basically, we'll get an opponent for Theory tonight. Who's that going to be? First appearance since the Royal Rumble. The opponent runs and I'll make you believe. Not quite JR singing it, is it? No. JR. AI dubbing, man. What the fucking tune that was?
Oh, that was a belter, wasn't it? Anyway, Sheamus is back. Does anybody care about Sheamus?
Yo, I see no purpose of Sheamus beating Austin Theory.
Does anybody care about Austin Theory?
No, but Austin Theory's like, what, 25? Sheamus is like 49. Come on, what's the fucking deal here?
Oh, yeah, it's like, what have they done? Grayson Waller's run on the main roster's been fucking abysmal. Why do they just stick people with each other? Oh, look at this, we've got nothing for you, so we're going to stick you with this guy. People say that Grayson Waller's holding down Austin Theory, but you know what? I think it may be the other way about. Austin Theory was lingering. Austin Theory was doing absolutely nothing. Grayson Waller got called up for NXT and immediately just got paired with this guy, and it's like, any sort of momentum you've got as a single guy is done.
No, but see guys like Sheamus, right? Sheamus wins. See Sheamus, AJ Styles, Finn Balor. Right, we'll throw Del Rio in. He's just in the door, right? And there'll be a few other people. Miz. See those type of guys that have been world champions, right? But are like well into their 40s. You may as well get rid of them all. And not because they're not good enough, because they are just in stages of their career where they're not treated seriously. And what's the point of keeping them?
No point.
It's like you look at the 2000s, right? When a lot of the WCW guys were into their 40s. What was, enlighten me, what was like Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell doing in like the mid 2000s?
Fuck all. I'm begging for a job at TNA.
Yeah, it's like even Goldberg, right? Goldberg in like 2004 just called it quits. It's like, fuck this shit.
I'm done.
I just, and obviously these guys are not really on the level.
Goldberg was a huge star.
Yeah. I just don't see the purpose of keeping these guys around. I don't. It's like honestly, see AJ Styles.
Garbage.
No, but see AJ Styles against Balor next week. That could be two young guys for NXT showcasing their talent.
I mean, that is a combined age, I believe, of 93 years old.
Yeah. So where's the energy when like 10 years ago Vince would give us like Goldberg Lesnar, but now when you get Styles fucking Balor, it's supposed to be. You're supposed to mark out for it.
Yeah, I see him in the McMahon era, man. All you heard was, push young guys. It's the older talent burying them. But no, all the talent's old.
I don't think these marks understand the fucking concept of time. See this whole
I understand the concept of time. Watching WWE is a waste of time. That's the concept of it.
The Attitude Era was such a long time ago. It's a different time. Leave it in the past. Yeah, see all these guys like Balor, Styles, they fucking debuted.
Their prime was a long time ago.
AJ Styles was in WCW for fuck's sake. Like, he literally was. Like, there's no two ways about it. And Ted Turner closed his fucking doors, man. He was there. Anyway, yeah, so it looks like, we're getting Styles Balor next week. But who cares, man? Like you said, combined age of 93. It's like, they've done it. They have done all they can in WWE. I get it, they're making money, but see if I was AJ Styles, I would want a wee TNA run to wrap up my career.
What about an AEW run?
No, fuck that, that's pish. No one wants that. That company's dead. They're all dead. Who am I trying to kid? But Chad Gable, New Day backstage, and Becky Lynch runs into them. Did you care for this? Because I didn't.
No, I really don't.
Right. Becky Lynch, Laya Valkyria saying...
How irrelevant do the New Day feel, by the way? Just fucking...
I know. Just shows you can give them the tag titles. It doesn't mean anything. Right. Up next, Becky Lynch, Laya Valkyria. You know what? See this promo? You would almost think that Laya Valkyria is the one with like 13 years experience and not just in the door cutting her only second promo 2 weeks in a row.
I know. I just don't rate Becky Lynch. Never thought Becky Lynch was good.
See Becky Lynch, she is like stereotypical Irish leprechaun.
Garbage.
Aye, no, honestly. Yo, we've buried Laya
Give me
Valkyria.
your pot of gold, fella.
No, but we've buried Laya Valkyria, right? And I think rightfully so. But do you not honestly think, like, she's coming across here as the one that has actual experience?
Nah, she's better on the mic here than Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch is another person that needs to go. See the likes of Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, I think they need to accept that time's passed them by.
They're just not needed.
No, I don't think so. I mean...
And the way this segment ended, folks, right? Becky's winning on Saturday. And it's like, what is the fucking point?
Yeah, she's going to be the second ever Intercontinental Champion. Lyra Valkyria made sure to let us know that she's the first. So, but we'll see. But do I care? No. It is what it is. Yeah,
but it goes back to the whole, I don't think these marks understand the concept of time. See when Becky Lynch and Charlotte came up to the main roster, we are talking 10 years ago.
PCB, remember that shit?
I know, but back in the day, we're sick of saying it, but see 10 years, a 10-year span back in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. 10 years in wrestling was massive. I just feel like wrestling has become so fucking stagnant. 10 years isn't what it used to be. You don't agree, though?
No, I agree.
And I think that's why these women, alongside the men that were just bashed 2 minutes ago, need to kind of fuck off. Back to TJ. But yeah, third match, Io Sky against Roxanne Perez. I mean, you got Roxanne Perez cutting a promo in between the actual, like the advert. We had Karrion Kross doing one. I'm sick of this. These promos and the ad breaks. That are what's the word? There's no continuity. It's almost like they don't happen. Don't understand it. As for this match, I said in the previous would be a decent match, and it was a decent match.
Yeah, but anyway, who cares really? At the end of the day, Io Sky wins. Roxanne Perez at the end, she bows down, gives the wee old Japanese thing. Oh, I respect you. Honor, respect. Oh.
Then Julia comes in, no respect.
Comes out from behind, attacks Io, and then Roxanne Perez laughs and, oh, look at this, it was all a ploy. I think this is the third week in a row after Mania that we've seen Julia attack either Rhea Ripley or Io Sky. Again, it's just like the same shit the women were doing before Mania. They're now pretty much doing the same shit after Mania. It's like, it's 3 weeks in a row we've seen Julia do a blindside attack, and it's always the same shit in the ring. There's nothing interesting.
Do you know Julia feels like an absolute jobber? She almost feels like Roxanne Perez's sidekick. And if you've looked at NXT the past couple of months, she's been like the biggest deal on it, apart from Fakir recently.
Aye, she's supposed to be the next big thing. Certainly doesn't feel like it right now.
No, it doesn't, but Io Sky gets battered. Tag team match for next week. Rhea Ripley will join Io Sky. Wasn't there this week, though. She's down under, mate. That's a knife. Crocodile Dundee. Nebraska head football coach Matt Rule was in the house. It did not rule. Right, speaking of what didn't rule, Rusev against Otis. What are we doing here? This went too long, and then Rusev batters these guys. You are a fucking liar at the highest degree, right? Just to pretend that Rusev is doing good here. This is... Well, what is this?
The whole start of the show, they had Rusev come in with his wee briefcase and his wee suitcase like everybody else, and I just didn't understand that. First of all, like, we've ranted and raved enough on the intros to the show, right? I don't think we really need to get into another rant where we go how shit it is. That every single week it shows you people walking in, slow motion. Oh, look, he's wearing his normal street clothes, right? I don't think we need to rant about that, but it's almost like you think they would try and protect certain people because they don't want someone like maybe Rusev, who they're trying to portray as like this Russian, like Eastern European, like barbarian almost, to be like this normal guy that would just walk in with a street. But that's what we see.
No, I know.
That bothered me.
It bothered me, but what bothers me more is this guy, right, who thought he got treated unfairly under the McMahon era. He got a tank at Mania against Cena, right? He got US title runs. He actually got interesting stories with Bobby Lashley. See the amount of people burying that stuff. I mean, Rusev's the guy that fucking sat there and let it happen. Like, so if anyone deserves buried, it's no McMahon. It's big fucking Rusev. But it's like, look at this, man. Look who he's feuding with here. See when he was in negotiations, right, with WWE about re-signing this contract and rejoining the company. Did this get brought up? So what's my future going to hold Triple H? Who am I going to be feuding with? What big plans he got for me? The Alpha Academy?
Fucking no plans.
No, but you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I look at Rusev, right? And I see he should have went to SmackDown and he could very easily, right, be in that US title feud with like Priest.
Rusev's already been in WWE, right? The guy's already established and he's fucking old. You don't need 6 months of him running through fucking jobber guys to try and build them up. You should be... But they think that's great. They think, everybody being slow and everybody... Like, that's why you get no stars. Nobody comes in and gets a push straight off the bat. Nobody comes in straight away and gets put into the main event scene. It's like people for NXT. They're stuck there for 3 or 4 years. And then when they do come up, it's like, they're in the lower mid card for about 6 months and then maybe they'll be lucky if they move into the. Yeah, see if you get somebody good on NXT fucking T. So see if you want to have someone that's truly dominant. Why not actually have them on NXT for a couple months and call them up, put them straight in the main roster, have them dominate people on Raw, and then have them win a title. Look at Brock Lesnar.
But no,
you're
the thing is,
never going to get another Brock Lesnar. See somebody, even someone like a Sheamus that was successful in ECW, then pretty much moved up straight away to
the problem
Raw
isn't
and won the title. You're never going to get that.
the
anymore.
problem isn't NXT. It's almost like you need to put someone over before you can come up. And if you're so dominant in NXT, but then you lose and put someone who's, let's be honest, inferior to you over, then you're gonna look like shit in the main roster. It's like, see if Brock Lesnar put Shelton Benjamin over on OVW before he got called up in 2002, that would look a bit pish, wouldn't it? But we'll move on. What was that last? What were we even talking about there? Rusev won. Who cares?
Like Randy Orton and Cena, when they first got called up, their careers weren't really going anywhere because they were just having like jobber matches. See when they started getting a push, that's when you started going, holy fuck, these guys could be good.
Yeah.
It's no surprise that like when like Cena started getting pushed and he started moving up the main event level, you thought, fuck, this guy's good. See when Orton was losing, he had the boring blue trunks and he was losing to fucking Hardcore Holly, whatnot, and nobody cared.
Right, up next we got Gunther, Adam Pearce, Pat McAfee. McAfee's like, you crossed the line when you stood up to the GOAT over there. And there was like numerous shots every time McAfee was like putting over Cole, calling him the GOAT, etc., etc. Cole's sitting there, breathing it in, drinking it in, man. A little bit of the bubbly, nodding his head and acknowledging that the fact that he's the GOAT. And then Gunther's like, the nipples. Hey, everybody in the crowd, rub your nipples together. I'm going to pump Michael Cole like Heidenreich pumped him. No, I'm actually sick of this, right? You've heard of money washing, blood washing, you name it. This is Cole washing. Why are they trying to pretend that Michael Cole's the GOAT? Longevity doesn't mean dick. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. I mean,
listen to this for example.
Yeah, but hold on, JR actually had it.
Right, Dustin Rhodes' longest stint ever in a company's AEW, 6 years, like consecutively. Is that his best run?
No. Far from it.
You know what I mean? It's a retarded thing to say.
See, you think of GR though, right? GR's run on commentary in WWE wasn't that long.
No.
See if you actually think about his time as a full-time performer. I mean, we're talking when did he? Was it 2009 he walked away?
Aye, roughly.
2008, end of 2008, 2009. Let's go 2009. When did JR start? Commentary 95, 96?
It was, but it was very on and off. But it wasn't like every show then.
I mean, the point
it was Doc Hendricks and McMahon in Your House 1.
Year was that?
95.
Right, well, let's say about 12, 13 years, 14 years at a push. It's like, you think of GR and you literally think of him as the voice of WWE. I think of him as, when wrestling was good, he was the voice.
Yeah.
And does that mean Cole's better than GR because he's been around almost double the length?
Michael Cole has been commentating for about 6, 7 years.
Aye.
Like, basically full time. And JR's probably about half of that. I know who's that. Longevity, it doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't. You know what I mean? And that's not me playing down anyone that's got longevity. Like Undertaker's 3 decades of destruction. That's fucking epic. Don't make any mistake about it. But for example, right? How many times have we sat here in this very video and buried guys that have been in the company 10 years?
Yeah, Mick Foley didn't have much longevity. Look at Mick Foley's WWE career.
Yeah.
Didn't last long, did it?
No.
But what an impact he fucking made in that short space of time. You want to talk about people that didn't have great longevity? Austin and Rock.
Yeah.
If you're basing their careers on longevity, not that long.
Sami Zayn's been in the company for 10 years.
I mean, Rock and Austin, what, maybe 7 years?
Yeah. So.
About 7 years at their full time. Maybe Rock's about 6.
Yeah.
Rock about 6, Austin 7.
Yeah.
Maybe, to be honest, when you factor, probably Austin's even less than 7. Austin's about 6. Hold on, you factor out his injury. He took his ball and went home. I mean, Austin probably had like a 5-year stint. See, you factor out taking the ball and going home, and then you factor out the long-term injury. Austin was probably there about 5 years. Rock didn't really have many injuries, but he did take time out for that movie. So probably Rock about see Austin and Rock combined. I mean, they had probably about 11 years in WWE combined, and look at the fucking look at what look at the impact they made in this business. And then you got shite people on the roster that have been there for like we're approaching 15 years now and done nothing.
No, no, and it is. I mean, fucking Natalia, man. I mean,
When the Natalia's almost been there 20 years, your Kofi Kingston's you're approaching 20 years.
yeah, right. McAfee says to
The Miz,
Gunther. McAfee says to Gunther, "You're taking it easy. You've been waltering around." So throwback,
Walter.
throwback to his name. He says you took it easy with Zayn and Jey Uso, and Saturday you're going to overlook me, and I'm going to beat you. But make no mistake about it, this version of Gunther's soft. Gunther then ends by speaking about McAfee's daughter's birthday, who's like a 2-year-old girl at this stage. It's like, hold on here. Does this not call for Pat McAfee to batter Gunther? He's bringing up his 2-year-old daughter, and McAfee then gets pushed by Gunther and just accepts it.
No, I know.
This should have ended with some form of violence, I think, but just a bit. Honestly, I don't care for this feud. I don't think many people do. Then got a John Cena, Randy Orton video package backstage. We then cut to Roxanne Perez talking to Finn Balor backstage. Who gives a shit? Then it was main event time. Jey Uso against Seth Rollins. Like we said at the start of this review, interference heavy, a world title match, the return of Punk, things like that. This is a decent main event, but you know what's not decent? Jey Uso. Guy can't work, man. The guy's fucking atrocious, and nothing's going to change. He can't speak, and he can't work. So how's he world champion? An entrance cannot make you world champion, man.
Well, it's made him world champion, hasn't it?
No, it has, but he cannot work, man. Some of the curb stomps he was taking. You know what? The only thing he did good in this match was when he went for a spear and Rollins countered it into a pedigree. It didn't look bad, but see the curb stomps and every other move that Rollins would hit on, it looks sloppy.
Even the spear Braun Breaker hit him on the outside.
Yeah.
Didn't even look good.
He just gets outshined by everybody in the match. Breaker, Rollins, Heyman in the promo, Heyman in the match, Punk especially, and Sami Zayn. Like CM Punk and Sami Zayn come out, right, to help him. And the camera's like focusing on those two as Raw goes off the air, and it's like, well, hold on here. He's the fucking champion.
This guy right behind you, yeet, it's like, well, really? He's the champion? That's the man?
See, at what point is CM Punk going to want the belt? He'll be in the company 2 years soon.
Yeah, it's like, holy fuck, right? The guy had a massive long feud with Drew McIntyre. He's already had a long feud with Seth Rollins, and now it looks like he's going to continue that. Why is Punk not like, I'll deal with you later, turn his back, look at fucking Jey Uso, I want that.
Yeah.
It's like, this never happened back in the day. I get it. Austin had a period where he wanted to take down Rikishi and Triple H, but that's because they tried to fucking end his life. But more often than not, the top guys wanted one thing, and that was to have the world title. The top guys now in wrestling avoid the world title.
Did you not think, though, you could get a decent match with, like, Jey Uso versus Punk versus Sami Zayn versus Rollins versus Breaker, like championship scramble, all 5 guys? You know what I mean? Because that's kind of what this feud's, what these 5 guys out there are set up to do, but you just know you don't get anything good in wrestling. Like you get your first world title match on Raw in 7 months, and then Triple H is tweeting about it. Oh, look what I gave you guys. Oh, look, you could get these level of main events every week, but he refuses to give it to you. And not that it was particularly fantastic, folks, but when you're starved of anything, you'll take it. Anyway, rating time. The gulf between Raw and SmackDown is actually scary.
Why was SmackDown good?
No, I'm saying like SmackDown is the bottom of the fucking barrel. Like Raw is better than it. Not that Raw's any good, but I think honestly, see trying to survive 3 hours of SmackDown. You don't know what it's like anymore. I do, buddy. It's fucking hell.
It's been a long time since I watched SmackDown.
The TLC match was good. I'll accept that, but the rest of that card was awful, man.
Awful card, man. What do I give it? Give it a 2 out of 10.
I'll give it a 2 as well. We saved the zeros for SmackDown.
say what they
I
say.
think we gave SmackDown a minus. What was it? Minus 5 million or something? 550 million? Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. 2 out of 10. Peace.